Welcome to another horror story. Fog hung over the narrow streets of Old Delhi, a strange chill lingering in the air. A dim lantern glowed dimly outside a small, old shop. A Labubu doll sat on a dusty shelf. Big, glowing eyes, sharp teeth, and a smile that was a strange mix of cute and scary. Its eyes seemed to be staring at every passerby. Ananya, a college student and a lover of unique toys, entered the shop with her friend Riya. Riya was afraid of old things, but she relented to Ananya's insistence. Ananya's eyes fell on Labubu, and she paused. "Ananya, this doll is a bit strange. Look into those eyes, as if it's looking at us." "Hey, Riya, you coward, it's just a toy." "It's so unique." "Uncle, how much is this doll?" "This doll costs you 300 Indian rupees. Take care of it." "Why is it so expensive?" "Is there anything special about it?" "Take care of it." "Come on, Riya, it's just a doll." "I'm taking it." Ananya laughed off the shopkeeper's warning and brought Labubu home. She placed it on her bedroom table, where its eyes shone in the dim moonlight, and its smile seemed wider. The first rays of dawn woke Ananya. But there was a strange chill in the air. Ananya jerked from her sleep. Her head was still outside. She looked towards her desk where Labubu had been kept. But something was wrong. The doll was now on the edge of the table, its head tilted slightly, and its big, glowing eyes stared directly at Ananya. "I should have kept it in the middle," she thought, but the headache prevented her from thinking further. Her headache was getting worse, as if someone were stabbing needles into her brain. In class, her eyes were repeatedly drawn to Labubu's cold smile, which had stuck in her mind. She tried to tell her friend Riya something, but she ignored her. When Ananya returned home exhausted that evening, she opened her room door and was stunned by the sight. Labubu was no longer on the table. She was sitting on Ananya's bed. Her sharp smile and sparkling eyes stared straight at the door. "How did this get on my bed?" "I left it on the table." She picked Labubu up with trembling hands, placed it back on the table, and lay down on the bed. But sleep was far from her eyes. In the middle of the night, Ananya's table lamp suddenly started blinking rapidly, as if someone was turning it on and off repeatedly. Then there was a loud thud. Ananya looked at the table in fear. Labubu had fallen to the floor. Her eyes were still staring at Ananya, as if she had fallen on purpose. What was happening? "Who are you, and what are you?" She mustered up the courage to pick Labubu up and place him back on the table. But her fingers were still trembling uncontrollably. The lamp stopped flickering. But a heavy silence fell over the room. Ananya covered herself with a blanket. But she felt as if someone or something was still watching her. Night had fallen, and Ananya's room was shrouded in silence. After the table lamp flickered, Labubu was back at the table. But his glowing eyes stared at Ananya as if hiding some unspoken secret. Ananya's headache had become unbearable, and her heart was pounding. Terrified, she picked up her phone and called Riya. "Riya, are you sleeping? I need to tell you something." "Ananya, what happened at 1 o'clock in the morning? Are you okay?" "Oh, doll, Labubu, this is not okay, Riya. She was on my bed tonight." Then the table lamp started blinking on its own. It had fallen to the floor, but its eyes were looking at me. What? You're watching horror movies? You were looking, right? Maybe you're hallucinating. No, Ria, it's true. Your head is pounding, and I feel like someone's watching me. That doll is alive. Ananya, calm down. This could all be a game of your mind. Listen, don't worry. We'll meet tomorrow at college and talk. Go to sleep now. It's okay. Go to sleep. I can't sleep here. If anything happens, just Ananya. We'll see you tomorrow. The next day, Ananya and Ria met at college. Ananya had dark circles under her eyes. Ria paused for a moment, looking at her. Ananya, you really don't look well. What's wrong? Is that doll still bothering you? Ria, I told you, it's moving on its own. This morning, it was on the edge of the table again, and I think it's following me. My headache won't stop. Look, if you're feeling so bad, pack that doll in a box. Put it in the storage room where you can't see it. And if it comes out of the box, Priya, you don't understand that it wants something from me. Ananya, you're scaring yourself. Put it in the box and lock it. If anything still happens, tell me. But now, put it out of your mind. Okay, I'll try. Hearing Ria's words, Ananya fell silent. But the fear still lingered in her eyes. As she walked home from college, she saw Labubu. The doll was now in the middle of the table. Her smile seemed wider. Ananya's heart sank. She did as Ria had instructed. She put the doll in the box and put it in the storeroom. Ananya gathered courage and picked up the sleeping pill that was beside her bed. If I fall asleep, it might all be over, she told herself. But the fear was evident in her voice. She swallowed the pill and lay down on the bed. Slowly, the pill took effect, and her eyes began to grow heavy. At 3 a.m., her eyes suddenly opened. Her body felt weak, as if all her strength had been drained. The dark circles under her eyes deepened. And her heart was pounding so fast she felt it would burst. She tried to get up, but her body couldn't move. Her fingers, her legs, nothing moved. Fear made her breath gasp. She glanced toward the door, only to find it slightly open. Ananya's gaze slowly drifted downward. Her throat had gone dry. Then she felt a sharp, burning pain in her leg. She tilted her head and looked, and a scream choked in her throat. Labubu was at her bedside. Her fangs were now covered in blood. The doll's tiny teeth were sunk into Ananya's leg, sucking her blood. Ananya's body trembled, but she couldn't move. Ananya's eyes slowly closed. Her body was now completely out of control, and her mind was drowning in darkness. Labubu's smile was the last thing she saw. A smile that was no longer just scary, but devilish. Ananya fainted, and the room fell silent. There were still drops of blood on the table, and Labubu was missing.